It's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I have two more brand new Space Jam toys. So this is actually from Space Jam 2 called Space Jam: A New Legacy. So this is a little difficult for me because it's hard when you haven't seen a film to know if you're gonna like the character enough to want the toy, but sometimes there are toys that are just fun enough that you want them even if you don't like the character or never see the film. Now that being said, I will probably watch this film, but here are some of the toys. This guy comes with a cannon that launches a basketball, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, this one is called Bugs Bunny with Acme Blaster 3000. So it's pretty cool that he has like an official name for this thing. They do have several other packs, and I do have a couple of the Marvin the Martian toys that I reviewed, and I will link that down in the description below. But there are two of the smaller Lebron figures, one with the Acme B-Ball blocker and one with the Acme Rocket Pack 4000. I do kind of want the Rocket Pack. Oh, I kind of want both of them, but I'm a little bit waiting on them because these toys retail for $10, which isn't great for what you get in those two. I did really want Marvin and Bugs, so I did grab those two. Now there are also two packs that are the same size as these, and these include some of the other characters that we haven't seen yet. So Wet Fire, and then Kronos, the Brow, and White Mamba. I've never heard of any of those particular characters, but I'm waiting a little bit to see if I will enjoy those enough to want to own them or not. Okay, we also have a Labron James figure. It is called Labron James Ultimate Toon Squad. It's going to probably be fairly similar to the Marvin the Martian Ultimate Toon Squad, which I did show in another video, except this one of course is Lebron, and he does have a talking feature. This Toon Squad logo on his shirt is actually a button. He also has these sort of octopus arms that come out, very Spider-Man villain-esque here, where he has the basketball and the bomb, and then he's got a big old hammer with basketballs in them too. So pretty excited about this. Alright, so I'm going to just cut around the outline of these tabs, and then these tabs should come up, and I should be able to just peel off this backing. So it's attached to the top and the bottom, but I was able to peel that off. This tray comes out. There is a small instruction manual. Okie doke. Well, it's not a big basketball. I guess this is the basketball piece that comes out. Maybe it gets bigger in the movie or something. I don't really know. This is for ages 4 and up, and I believe it was made by Moose Toys. Yes, so it's made by Moose Toys. This one is also for ages 4 and up, made by Moose Toys. Okay, so interestingly enough, they don't mention in the instructions why he has a peg on his left hand here, and he's supposed to carry the blaster in the right hand, so I'm really not sure what that's for. Maybe there's another toy that this will go with that has a basketball. Oh, guys, I wonder if he will be able to hold the basketball from the Marvin the Martian one. Okay, guys, this is the basketball from the Marvin the Martian one, and no, he can't hold it. There is a hole in it, but it's way too big of a peg. Man, that's disappointing. I also wish that this was a bigger basketball so it actually looked like a basketball against Bugs Bunny. You guys, all this stuff up close. So here's his little blaster and the basketball piece. It says you flick the end of it to fire it, which is not going well. I guess you just, I don't know, that is super disappointing. Ow. Okay, well that's not going to be super fun for kids because that's not super easy to do, and it's a little bit painful, I won't lie. I'm going to show you Bugs Bunny up close. This is actually a pretty nice figure. I like how he feels. He's weighted enough. He's not made of that cheapy plastic. He's actually really nice. Alright, he does have a full head joint, so up, down, and around. He's got a full ball joint in that neck there. Then he's got 360-degree swivel joints in his shoulders, a 360-degree joint in his waist. Yeah, I love cartoons that can move ridiculously. And then his feet are just kind of bendy. If you guys remember those bendy toys that would bend and stay where they were, it's sort of like that, except it doesn't stay in that position. It just kind of comes back. But that's actually really nice. I like how he feels. So I guess that makes up for the not really launching projectile. They say you can kind of flick down on it, but it just kind of falls when I do that. I don't know, you have to kind of push it out, which I feel like defeats the purpose of this. I'm disappointed because I really wanted this toy because of the projectile part. I mean, Bugs Bunny, yes, but I also wanted it for the projectile piece, and that's just really not working out very well. He doesn't hold it in his hand very well either, so he just keeps dropping it as you flick it. This is going to be really a very big struggle for some of the younger kids. I mean, it says 4 and up, but 5, 6, 7 are gonna get pretty frustrated with this. I'm much older than 5, 6, or 7, and I'm pretty frustrated with it. So I don't know about that one. I did like the Marvin one, I think, better. I really wish they had made a better projectile on that. But we still have Lebron, so let's check him out. I didn't mean to knock him off the table, that's my bad. He has eye tags around his legs, like a whole bundle of them. It's pretty obnoxious. Oh, let me show you the packaging before I get into all of this. So here's what he comes in. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, he's attached by his shoulders with what looks like huge twist ties. So we are going to have to get to the back of this packaging. Now, I did get this one at, I believe, TJ Maxx. You can get them at Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, you know, anywhere you can buy toys basically right now. But it came taped on all these sides, and all of them were like that at the store, so I'm really not sure if they opened them or what happened. But I'm gonna cut around these tabs to pull him out. Okay, I got those tabs apart, and now I can just kind of take this whole sheet out. This is already falling out, so I'm gonna take that out. There's also a baggie of an instruction booklet in here. Okay, so a lot of these pieces aren't actually attached in here. They just come out of the back of it really nicely. The claw pieces are each attached with an eye tag, so a tag shaped like the letter I. You are going to need to cut those probably from the back. They're pretty tight. They each have 2 of the T tags. So you're going to need to cut each of those apart. And then, of course, he is kind of twist tied in with a big hunk of rope back here. So the rope piece is taped in. So I just cut that piece of tape so this would be easier to get apart. And then it's actually just knotted. So you can either cut it or you can unknot it. It's a rather thick rope, so it's not too hard to unknot. Okay guys, just in case anyone was wondering, or if you perhaps bought both toys and lost one of the basketballs, it does come with the same basketball that the Marvin the Martian Ultimate Toon Squad came with. So that's really nice. It also means that they're interchangeable between the two. So now my Lebron and my Marvin the Martian can play basketball together, which is pretty neat, you guys. So he can hold the basketball in his right hand here, or it actually looks like he's mid-dribble. But his hand might be large enough that he can just kind of hold it like that. I don't really know. He can only hold the basketball, or what's called the boom ball, in one of his hands, and they do have a little section for that. So that's kind of terrifying, but also pretty cool. So this boom ball looks like a basketball, but then it's got the bomb starter on it, I guess. So it looks like one of those cartoon bombs. And then, of course, we have the basketball. So there's those two. Right here in the back of him, this is where the batteries go. So you're gonna need a little tiny Phillips head screwdriver, and it does actually say on here it takes 3 LR44 batteries. So those are the little button cell batteries. So the pack attaches to the 2 holes in his back right here, and then you're gonna attach both of the claws. They just kind of snap into the side of here. There is actually a direction on them, so line it up inside of here. They will then spin, and then you can also put the basketball and the boom ball inside of these clips, so that's neat. Then he can hold the hammer in this kind of closed hand. This is so cool, you guys. Alright, I'm excited that I picked this up. Alright, let me show you up close what we're looking at with all of these accessories. This looks so awesome, you guys. Oh, what a fun toy. He also adds a lot of articulation with the accessories that he has, so I think that's going to be pretty neat. He's got the up, down, and all the way around on the head, so he's got a full ball joint in the head, and this is actually a nicer one than some of the other toys. He's got a good range of motion on his ball joint, so that's nice. So he does have a full ball joint in his shoulder, and then again in his elbow. Unfortunately, his hands do not spin. I do wish that his hand did spin so that he could, you know, bounce the ball like this or hold the ball like this, something like that, so he just had a little bit more of a range of motion, but at least he did have the 2 ball joints, so that is nice. Then he's got a swivel joint here. Now his leg doesn't go back any, but this is the extent of those swivels there. And then, unfortunately, no knees and nothing in the shoes, so I feel like we got a little jip toward the bottom there. But we did get some extra joints when we put this pack on, because now we've got these ratcheting spinning joints back here. So these arms can pose in all different positions, which is really, really fun. And then they can hold the different basketballs and boom balls or whatever. Unfortunately, these claws themselves don't spin, which would have been a kind of cool feature. Or if they actually clipped in and out so I could release the ball, that would be really fun. The same thing with this hammer. I thought that I would be able to actually, like, pound the hammer and the basketball will come out of the other end or something. Unfortunately, it is all attached as one piece, so I'm not exactly sure how this hammer is useful. Maybe he just, like, hits the ball with this hammer and bounces it. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't seen the film yet, but it looks pretty awesome. I do love the range of motion that we do get in these top couple joints. I wish they'd kind of continued on down to having our full ball joints in the knees and thighs, but it's not terrible because that does mean that he stands a lot easier, and so that's nice for some of the younger ones and anyone who's planning on collecting them. So, pretty cool. I do kind of feel like he almost needs another basketball because of this peg, so he looks really strange if he doesn't have anything in it, but then if I take one out of the claws, it looks weird. I kind of wish he came with one more basketball, but it had to be a different color, like maybe like a Toon Squad logo one or something. That would be really neat. He does have a good bit of detail on his shoes, including all the laces and things like that. And then, of course, he does have the talking feature, too, so I'm going to show you all the things that he says. Now, it does not say on the box how many he says. Okay, so he has sound effects as well. I'm not really sure what that was a sound effect for. Maybe something with the backpack.
That's what I'm talking about. We did it.
That sounded like maybe the last basketball shot.
Want to play me in basketball? Let's go. Toon Squad on 3. 1, 2, 3.
They didn't all say Toon Squad when he said 3.
Want to play me in basketball?
It also kind of sounds like he's playing alone. I mean, it seems very hollow and empty room that he's bouncing in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so he doesn't have a whole lot. His is like, 5 phrases or something. So a little bit disappointed on the phrases. I feel like we could have had more. And this is also difficult for me too because, like, I haven't seen the movie. Maybe he really doesn't say a lot, but they could have put a couple more things in there as far as the joints and as far as the voices. That being said, I mean, it is a newer toy. This is kind of, I feel like toys these days that come out, they're a lot cheaper. I mean, this is definitely made of a super cheapy material. It is a little heavier just because of, the electronics and stuff in here. So it's a little heavier than a regular action figure, but he's made of very cheapy, probably hollow plastic, and they skimped us a little on joints and on phrases, I feel like. So, I don't know. I was actually a little bit disappointed, I think, in both of these toys. But there are features that I do like of them, and I will probably keep them anyway because they are pretty fun. This was, I think, $20 retail, and this guy was $10. So, let me know what you guys thought of each of these toys. Would you purchase them for yourselves or for gifts? What kinds of things would you change? And what kinds of toys would you like to see related to Space Jam: A New Legacy coming out? Alright, let me know down in the comments below. Of course, if you have not had a chance to subscribe yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. While you're there, you can click that thumbs up to leave a like, and then go check out my channel. I've got plenty of other videos and fun things on there for you guys. So until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.